What's up, you guys? This is Fang /VA here, coming at you with another Sonic Tuesday video, and today we're going to be talking about something that I've actually discussed with people in my Discord server, and of course with Mizuki, because, because of Sonic Colors Ultimate, because of Sonic Origins, and because there was some speculation, mostly fan speculation, that with them taking off games from PlayStation Now, that might mean we might get, like remasters or like a compilation of those games that were on there, like Sonic Unleashed, Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, etc. So I want to give my thoughts on this whole situation and, offer stuff that I would like to see. So before we get started here, make sure to like the video, comment, and subscribe. And also, if you all see, I now have a join button, so if you all want to become members of the channel, it's totally optional. Like I always say, I'm not going to force you guys to become members of my channel. It's just an option for you guys to support me more. But liking and watching the video is just as good, so it's there as an option. So anyways, during the 30-year of Sonic celebration year, last year, I don't know why I worded that wordly, the Sonic 30th anniversary, when they did their Sonic, direct thing, they announced that they were going to be putting out Sonic Origins, and of course Sonic Colors Ultimate, which did come out. Sonic Origins is actually going to be out in a month and 1 day, on Sonic's birthday. So this does, this does bring up the question: are they going to do more ports? Are they going to give us definitive versions of the adventure games? Maybe a definitive version of Sonic Heroes. Get that person that's working on Project 06, Chaos X, and maybe get them to work on, actually help them out with their Project 06 project that they're working on. Are they going to do a Sonic Unleashed Ultimate? There's so much speculation that fans had during that time that I think I didn't make a video on it, because I don't like to do what a lot of the leakers do, because to me leaks are not factually correct and they're not factually wrong. They can go either way. I do not support leakers. I do not support clickbait channels that try to clickbait you into thinking that something's happening when it's not. But I do understand that there are people that do like watching, Sonic Leak videos, because it does get you to speculate what could actually be coming. So, for me personally, what I want to see is, I want to see them do a 3D Sonic Origins. Do a compilation with Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 and Sonic Heroes. I think that would be awesome. Heroes has not been ported to modern consoles, and I would have very much loved that if they did. Maybe they can go in and maybe fix the physics a bit, because that's the main complaint people had, was that Sonic Heroes physics was too slippery. Although I've never really had a problem with them, but it would help improve the game more, since people have stated that to be an issue. And also don't use the PC port of it, because they are missing some voice lines in the PC version. So I think the basis of the port should be the GameCube version, because the GameCube version is known to be the best version. Although you wouldn't know that if you're watching the Game Grumps video, because for some strange reason, the Game Grumps always plays the worst version of a Sonic game. Almost like they're purposely trying to make fun of Sonic. As you can see, I'm not a fan of the Game Grumps because of that. They're mainly, in my opinion, doing Sonic videos definitely for clicks, and because that's what probably makes them a lot of money. People want to see that, and the fact that Sega at one point allowed these guys to actually come to their headquarters, it's no. Sega needs to support real fans. Anyways, I'm getting off track here. I'm not trying to make this into like a Game Grumps sucks video. So do not base it off the PS2 version, that's the worst version, or B, just do a new native port of it and just take, the source code of the game or something if they still have the source code, and just remaster it from the ground up and do it that way. If you guys do get a third party, get someone that will treat the game with respect and won't rush it to where there's a lot of bugs like with Sonic Colors Ultimate. Now, I think Sonic Colors Ultimate is a pretty decent port. If that's the only way that people can play Sonic Colors, because here's the thing though, right? Not everyone is going to download a freaking emulator to play one game. Now, obviously, when I do my Sonic Marathon, I am going to have to download a emulator to play Sonic and the Secret Rings and Sonic and the Black Knight, but, that ain't going to be happening for a while now, so I don't have to worry about anything. I don't have to worry about it. As for Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, I would want the Sonic Adventure port to be either the GameCube port, just with some bug fixes, and maybe bring back the lighting from the Dreamcast version, or just give us the Dreamcast version of the game, or B, give us both and let fans decide what they want to do. Which version they want to play. As for Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, the GameCube version's fine, the current PC version's fine. Maybe just, do some bug fixes and maybe fix the lighting, because there are fans that have reported that there's some incorrect lighting in the PC port. Although some might view that as just minor nitpicking, I'm perfectly fine with the lighting that's already in the game. So, I'm just offering a suggestion. Now, if they want to do some more compilations, there's actually quite a bit, there's quite a few they can do. There's one that is basically, think of it as a spiritual successor to Sonic Gems collection, but it's every single handheld Sonic game in existence. So you have the Game Gear Sonic games, maybe also throw in the Master System games in there, version of some of those games. Put in Sonic Pocket Adventure from the Neo Geo Pocket Color, all three Sonic Advance games, Sonic Battle, Sonic Rush Adventure, Sonic Colors, the DS version, Sonic Generation 3DS, and Sonic Lost World 3DS, and also maybe include the two Sonic Boom games that were on the 3DS as well. But I'm going to save the Boom games for another compilation they could do if they want to. Or if they don't want to do that, they can split up those compilations. They can call the Master System, Game Gear, and Pocket Adventure compilation as the Sonic 8-bit Origins collection, and as for the Dimps Sonic games, they can call it the Sonic Dimps handheld collection or something like that, and maybe throw in there, just because they did these, Sonic the Hedgehog 4 episode 1 and 2. So there's two ways they can go about that. Um, they can do like a storyteller compilation to where it's Sonic and the Secret Rings and Sonic and the Black Knight, maybe with more improved controls. Maybe you can actually use just you can control Sonic normally in Sonic and the Secret Rings. Um, Stuff like that. That'd be cool. This is probably going to be one that probably a lot of people would want to see, including myself, a Sonic Riders Trilogy compilation. Where you have the first Sonic Riders Zero Gravity, and Sonic Free Riders with controller support. In my opinion, that's why I think Sonic Free Riders didn't do well. It's because of the fact that you probably have a good game underneath the horrible motion controls. And I think, if they took that out and put in proper controller support, the game would have been fine. Now, this is optional. They don't have to do this. A Sonic Boom compilation with Rise of Lyric, with maybe like not so much the one we got from the Wii U, but maybe get the actual developers to actually do the version they were wanting to do before Sega signed that exclusive deal with Nintendo, which, funny enough, Sonic Boom, Rise of Lyric, and Sonic 06 suffered the same fate because of deals. Which, if I were them, Sega needs to stop doing that for sure, because it always screws them over. It always screws up a game that they're working on. And plus, two, the game engine couldn't run on the Wii U. Because of the fact that, like I said, the type of engine they were using was the same one that I believe Crysis was made on. And if people know anything about the history of PC gaming, people know that Crysis, that was a game that people tested their new graphics cards on. Nowadays, they do it with The Witcher 3. Now, this is another compilation they can either fit on like the spiritual successor to Sonic Gems collection, maybe put in the arcade games. Sonic the Fighters. Maybe also include the Sonic Saturn. After thinking about it, I'm basically just pretty much just coming up with a Sonic Gems collection plus, pretty much. Well, I guess it works, huh? And finally, the last one is a second Sonic 3D Origins collection, to where you have Sonic 06, the Chaos X version, Shadow the Hedgehog. I feel like Shadow the Hedgehog would be a part of that as well. Or maybe they would put it on a different compilation or just release it by itself. Same thing with Project 06, if they choose to actually help Chaos X with their project, which would be amazing if they did. Sonic Unleashed, and Sonic Generations. Now, are they going to do this? It would be cool if they did. There's no guarantee. But considering that Takashi Iizuka said that they are interested in bringing their legacy titles over to newer console generations, I think that's a strong hint that Sonic Origins and Sonic Colors Ultimate isn't going to be the last game that they're going to do. I wouldn't be surprised right now if they're working on a port for Sonic Unleashed, because everybody's been wanting Sonic Unleashed to be on Steam. And so do I. Now, do I think them taking off those games off of PlayStation Now means they're going to do that? No. because PlayStation Now is going to be going away next month with the new PlayStation Plus program. But there's also a chance it could mean something. I don't think it's not. If that was the case, they probably would have put out something like they're going to delist the same games off of Xbox. And why would they do that? Until they have something to actually release. That's why they're actually delisting a lot of the classic Sonic games, and that's why it has fans' feathers so riled up, because game preservation has been a big thing nowadays, especially in the digital era. But the big problem is that companies just, unfortunately, they don't care about game preservation. Probably because they probably have backups of those original Genesis, those, if I can say this right, those original Genesis games. I highly doubt they're just gonna toss them in the trash. They're gonna keep them. This is just what happens when they put out a new version of a port, right? It's crappy that we just can't buy the actual original version, because there's some people that do prefer the OG Genesis versions, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's a business. Why should they have two versions of Sonic 3 and Knuckles? It makes no sense. But on one hand, too, I can understand if they planned on maybe separating Sonic Origins and releasing them all separately, which they're not. At the end of the day, the only ones that actually care about gaming preservation is us fans. Which is why eventually I do want to get all my disc-based games and get them backed up on my computer, just so that I can have them for gaming preservation reasons. I also want to get something to where I can flash the cart so I can get the ROM off of there as well. Companies just don't care about gaming preservation. They don't. And it's unfortunate. It is what it is. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Now, Microsoft cares, but I think they are the only ones that do. It would be kind of nice if Nintendo and Sony and Sega did. Like I said, I love Sega. I love how much they are fan-friendly. Because they allow us to do so much with their IP. And unlike Nintendo, they don't try to force us to stop working on a fan game. Obviously we can't sell it, right? Because it's not our property. We didn't, this is not something that Sega asked us to do. But Sega allows us to do a lot of things with their IP. They even allow us to use their music in our videos when they could easily copyright it and just be total douchebags about it. Sega is a great company despite their flubs. Their little screw ups from time to time. Like I always say, Sega is that cool neighbor to where they are a little bit flawed, but that they have your back and you have theirs. Nintendo is that grumpy old man on the corner that's screaming at every single kid that steps on their lawn to get off it. That's a good way to compare Sega and Nintendo. And I love both companies. I just don't condone Nintendo going after fan projects. Just because you have the legal power to do something doesn't mean you should. But what do I know? Nintendo games always sell, their systems always sell, so clearly, if this issue really truly bothered people probably wouldn't buy any of their products, and they do. So do I, but still, they do need to chill about the whole fan game situation. And with that said, I hope to see you all in the next video. Later, guys.